What's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. And we're doing a type of video we've never, ever done before. And that's where we dive into another person's YouTube channel. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion on if I think that that particular person's channel, content, and influence is good to study and learn from as an insurance agent. And if their information can help your business, let's get right into it. The first person that we're going to be doing this for is a person who many of you may know, probably, if not the most famous person in the Medicare space today, and that would be Justin Brock, the Medicare Guru, who runs the Medicare Guru's Facebook group online community. At the time of recording this video, has 4,492 members from all over the place. And Justin Brock's YouTube channel has grown pretty quickly. I remember, I'm not, we subscribed to it, help Justin out. I remember probably about a year ago, I think the channel only had a couple hundred subscribers. I could be mistaken on that, but it's grown a lot over that period of time. Now, Justin puts out information, and Justin's somebody to make sure that I'm being completely transparent. Justin's somebody that I consider a friend. He's somebody that I've learned a lot from, so I don't really have a whole lot of negative things to say, but I will give you my honest opinion on his YouTube channel and his content. Justin puts out a lot of videos that are kind of interesting to me because he puts out videos that some are tailored to beneficiaries, where it's like Medicare-based educational content, and then some of them is like sales training content, which for me personally, and I know him and I have talked about this once before, but for me personally, I've always wanted to kind of keep my sales and agent videos separate from my beneficiary videos. That's why I have two that's why I have two YouTube channels. But I know he told me that having them together helps grow the following faster, and I understand the point of that. So it's interesting, though. It's his approach. I don't know if I've seen a lot of people do it exactly that way. Usually, they have them separated because they don't want the beneficiaries to see the agent training and that kind of stuff, just for obvious reasons. So Justin's channel, let's just jump right into it. Let's see if I can find some, popular videos or something like that. Let's see. Popular videos. What do we? I have an idea. We're going to go to videos here, and let's sort them by most viewed, most popular. That's what I want to see. Okay, so the most popular video on Justin's channel right now is this one, 7 Cheap Insurance Marketing Strategies for Brand New Agents. I'm just going to play a little bit of it, and I won't do the whole thing, and I'll just kind of stop it and kind of give you my view and my opinion on some of these videos.
Hey Gurus, Justin Brock here, and I just left.
Let me turn this up, if I can. If I can. You notice that Justin's got ads running on. Impressive.
A ribbon cutting, and it got me thinking about how I talked recently about doing a video on the seven strategies to start marketing insurance products, Medicare, health, whatever you're marketing, from scratch with zero to little money in the bank. So here's the 7 strategies I quickly.
My first thought is look at that screen behind him. I mean, I don't think that's I think that's like an actual screen. Like, I don't know if it's a green screen or what. I mean, I probably sound like an idiot not knowing, but like, that is next level. That looks great. Like behind him and everything like that. Oh, I really can appreciate that.
Come up with, there are probably more, but these are some good ones that I think that anyone could start with. First thing we came up with is there are certain places you can do seminars that are very low cost or no cost that would be good, and those would be churches, retirement home or retirement communities, library seminars. A lot of these libraries will put you on there. You can have like a weekly seminar, like Medicare Monday just a very good entry-level place, and the more you do it, the more people might start coming to it. You can build some traction, and eventually you have some money to reinvest in advertising to get more people there.
So, first thing on his list here is seminars. Obviously, yeah. I mean, he's spot on there. I mean, seminars is an age-old way to kind of build the business. I mean, I assume this video was probably recorded, pre-COVID, so it's a little kind of thrown out of loop right there at the moment. But yeah, I mean, seminars is an age-old strategy to kind of get your footing in a certain community.
But the library will advertise it for you a lot of times, and so will the churches, and so will retirement communities. They'll put it in their bulletins.
It's also interesting, churches is not probably the first place a lot of people would think. Libraries might not even be the first place somebody might think. Usually people will do senior centers or other offices or something like that. So I like that thinking outside of the box a little bit.
And get some people there. And even if it's onesies and twosies in the beginning, that's great for a start, to start building that foundation of a client base that you can help, and then getting referrals off of them because you've done a good job helping them and serving their needs. Next one, this is one that gets mentioned a lot in our group and around the industry, and that is Smile and Dial. Get your Sales Dialers and Sales Data Pro membership and just get on there and start dialing. Even if you think the data is bad, if you dial enough, you're going to find some people that will allow you to help them if you're good enough at talking yourself into the metaphorical phone door.
So auto dialer. Yeah, I mean, that's cold calling for you, mostly. I mean, that's how I started building my business, and I've done plenty of trainings about it. So we kind of get the idea here. It's just, I mean, I don't disagree with anything he said so far. This is my first time actually seeing this particular video. I haven't seen this one myself. Let's check out some other Justin Brock videos a little bit here. Let's see what we got. Okay, how about this one? 3 tips for new insurance agents. Ooh, why no one should ever sell... Wait. One reason why no one should ever sell insurance. This sounds like it might be juicier, though. I think I'm gonna put this one on instead.
Hey, if you're struggling to meet your life insurance sales goals, or if you just want to take your life insurance sales to the next level.
Those ads.
Hey guys, Justin Brock here with the Medicare Gurus community, and I want to tell you one reason you should never become an insurance agent. Now, one thing that I never expected when we started the Medicare Gurus community was to get a lot of people who were just entertaining the idea of entering the insurance space, or they were licensed but hadn't really found their traction yet. And so one of the interesting topics that commonly comes up is how to get started, how to do this, how to do that. And something that I find out from a lot.
Justin, I love you, but this music is totally distracting me. This music in the background, like this, do 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 do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that's funny.
One of these agents is that they entered the insurance industry to work less. They entered the insurance industry to make more money quicker than they had in the past. They entered the insurance industry on a huge promise that didn't seem to have the focus on how much hard work would have to be implemented to get to the level that they were thinking they were going to get to. They also did
100% agree. I mean, I see so many people, and I don't know if any of you guys watching can kind of share this this experience or not. But it seems like to me that there's so many people that get into the insurance business like once they're retired. Like let's say someone retires early at 55 or 60 and they're just bored and they think that it's going to get into it and it's going to be a great big of fun and it's going to be a hobby and they're going to work when they want and blah blah blah. I mean, I can only speak for myself, people are like, oh, lifestyle business, this that and I'm just like, I worked my tail off. I still work my tail off. I probably work 80 hours a week outside of AEP. So imagine what I'm doing during AEP. I'm probably well over 100 hours a week during AEP. I know Justin works his tail off too. So like the people that get in and they're just like have this expectation, I don't know where it comes from, that it's just you don't have to work hard, but you do have to work hard. You can't make it in this business if you're not working hard. So I agree completely with this first point there.
Didn't seem to know what timeline to expect to get to this level. So what I wanted to take a minute to tell you is this one reason that you should never become an insurance agent. The one reason you should never become an insurance agent is to get rich quick. To get rich quick or to work less, which I think are overlapping, which is why I said one reason. So that this is not a get rich quick scheme. It takes years.
Thank you. How many agents do I work with or I'll be in contact with, that they're new in the business and they just kind of expect the whole world within a couple of months being in the business, and it's just so unrealistic. I don't know anybody that's come into the business that's just basically took over the world within the first like 6 to 12 months, maybe even the first couple of years. This is something that builds up over time. I didn't make six figures until I was 25. I got into the business when I was 20, 21 years old. Could I have done it faster if I knew what I know today? Yeah, sure, of course. But and are there people that do hit six figures in their first year? Yeah, there are, but they're unicorns, right? I mean, they're just so few and far between. This is a build-up business. It's a snowball business. You start with a little tiny snowball and you roll it and you push it and you roll it and you push it and it's hard and you want to go inside and get some hot chocolate, but you can't because the snowball's not big enough. It's just going to be this little tiny snowball. It doesn't matter if you just walk away. Yeah, I agree completely.
To do it. I got out of the military. Nobody knows the military is something that makes a lot of money, but my first year in insurance from the military, my pay cut was in half, and I actually lost health insurance too. The second year, I got back closer to making about what I was making in the insurance industry, and then the third year, or in the military, and then the third year I passed that, and I've always went up from that since. But it's not something that you can just go into with no money in the bank and instantly be making more than you were at a salaried position. You can do it with no money in the bank, but it's a marathon and it takes some time to get there. So I think that this is not explained enough by a lot of these recruiting outfits, and a lot of these recruiting outfits are name brand too. So you've probably heard of a lot of them. Some of them have a duck walking around, things like that, where they on a promise, but really what they're after is your contact sphere, so that they can exhaust all the policies they can get out of your contact sphere, and then after that it's sink or swim. Nobody wants to talk to you once they find out you either don't have a contact sphere or that they've already exhausted it. So don't think of a company that is providing you with a mentor as always a good thing, because sometimes, especially if this is one captive company, they have an angle on being your mentor. And that's really it. There are plenty of good things about being in the insurance industry, and I hate to focus on the one negative one, but the one negative one is you are not going to get rich quick. It is a get rich slow but steady, and it is a real occupation with real permanent need that you can build a permanent income in, whereas a lot of your multi-level marketing ploys are here today and gone tomorrow. Insurance has been around for a long, long time. So,
really liked the video. I don't think I've ever seen one of Justin's videos before. Really enjoyed it. I think he made some really great points, some really, actionable points, some real applicable points. I don't think it was just him talking. I thought that, anybody that knows Justin knows he knows his stuff in the business. Me and him, have a little bit in common in terms of, we both came into the business because our dads were in the business beforehand. And, but I think he's just become such a figure in the industry. He's got a lot of wisdom there, and that was great. Let's see what else we got on here. Okay. I don't want anything that's too long. That's the problem. just for the sake of the video. Okay, let's keep going. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, here's an eApp tutorial with Envision. I mean, that's a year old though. And Envision isn't any agent's best friend right now, so. This one's 4 years old. Plan G, Plan F for Plan G. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to play on here. A lot of things to choose from. Let's see. Oh, okay, this one came out literally an hour ago. Top 5 Medicare supplement sales scenarios, but it's a little long. I just want to find like a 5-minute or under video. I don't know if we'll get really what we're looking for on there. Now it looks like they're doing a lot of like vlogging kind of videos on here. So it looks like you do get a pretty good diversity of content from Justin's channel. I mean, Justin's channel pretty much represents like his entire organization, which is, I mean, pretty big, pretty influential. So you're going to see a lot of different people on here. What about this one? Manhattan Life versus Aetna. I'm interested to see what he has to say on this one.
Hey guys, Justin Brock here, the Medicare Guru. Today I'm going to break down the difference between the Aetna and the Manhattan Life dental, vision, and hearing programs. So stay tuned, please check it out. A lot of confusion with these plans and a lot of things that are relayed to clients that aren't exactly accurate. So I want to break that down and help you help more people. Okay, so like I was saying with Aetna and Manhattan Life, there seems to be a lot of confusion. Probably one of the most commonly confused topics regarding this is that Aetna's plan is very similar to Manhattan Life's plan, and so a lot of times you take for granted that certain things are exactly the same that are not, and there's going to be.
This is very true. With that, I remember in 2015. I was selling a lot of Medico dental vision hearing plans at the time. Our FMO did a contest, and they did something where certain amount of agents, and at that time the FMO that we had Medico with, they had like 3,000 agents. So they did something where, they did a contest, and first, any agent that sells this many policies will get like $100 sent to them. And I was the first agent in their whole organization to get there because I was real motivated. And I just started selling dental vision hearing. I got real into it. About a year after that, Central United Life came into our market, which, was later became Manhattan Life. Really, I mean, Manhattan Life came in and bought them out. I think that's what happened. But they were so similar to each other. The Manhattan Life plan basically was, you could tell, it was very inspired by the Medico dental vision hearing plan. Because when the Medico dental vision hearing plan was available, there wasn't really that many dental vision hearing plans out in the market, not like today where there's a bunch. But it was very, very similar. But, and there was a couple instances where when we first started selling it, that I, said something wrong because I was thinking it was just like the Medico plan but cheaper. And then once I really started to dive into it, I noticed there was a couple really, really important key differences. So he's right about that. The Aetna one and the Manhattan one are so similar to each other. Sometimes it's easy to overlook the differences.
A really common one here that I find the most of the time not portrayed correctly, and a couple other things that people often overlook. So let's start with the dental benefits, right? Okay, so dental is the biggest portion of these type of plans. Normally that's the way that people can be out the most amount of money, and it's the things that most of our clients are concerned with. Now, when you get into the major services, and we're talking bridges, crowns, not fillings. Fillings are covered under basic, but bridges, crowns,
root canals.
What was I going to say? Dentures, partials, that kind of stuff. You're going to be looking at 0% on both the first year, but Manhattan Life comes in at 70% in year 2, and then bumps to 80% year 3. A lot of people think that is how Aetna's does, but actually Aetna's on major is 0% first year, but then it goes to 60 and stays at 60 for the life.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge, huge, huge difference. And, an extra 10% on some of those major services is enormous for the client, like ridiculously more major for the client, because we're talking about thousands of dollars here in some instances. And so that could make a big difference. Guys, I really like Justin's channel. I think there's a lot of diverse content on here. I mean, and Justin's someone that's, really good dude and everything like that. Like, you can just tell, like, he doesn't have much of an ego to what he's doing on here. He's just basically putting out helpful information. But there is things on here that are basically geared towards beneficiaries. So, like, it's kind of a mixture of content a little bit, if you will. There's definitely a lot of good agent training on here, but there's also, some consumer stuff, so it's a little bit of a mixture of that. But yeah, I mean, he's done really well with it. He's got almost 80,000 views on the channel, and he's just, really built it quite a bit from even when I started to, know who he was. My final thoughts and my view on the Justin Brock channel, you guys, is this. I don't know if there's anybody better in the Medicare business right now in terms of, building an agency and just, being creative, marketing, everything that Justin brings to the table. If you're not subscribed, I would definitely recommend subscribing to Justin Brock. His agency is just really big. His Medicare group is kind of what we all kind of strive for our groups to be, for myself and the other people that, run other Medicare groups. And I've learned a lot from Justin. And he's always been incredibly gracious in terms of providing me information when I have when we have spoke. He's done an interview on this channel. So I think if you're not subscribed to his YouTube channel, I'd highly encourage you to do so. And these are fun, guys. If you like this kind of video where me reacting to other people's channels and giving you my opinion on them, let me know. And you can let me know by liking the video and commenting on what you'd like to see, which channel you'd like to see me react to in the next video. And if this video gets enough love, we'll continue to do more videos like these where we react to other people's channels, and I'll give you my perspective on them. Anyway, guys, I'm going to close this video out, but thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, like the video so that way I know you liked the video. Comment on what you'd like to see on future videos and subscribe for future six-figure Medicare agent content. Have a great day. Take care.